So today we have decided to take a very, very important issue for our discussion today. In fact, this is the most to be discussed debate of this period. Let me tell you, during this lockdown and all these issues. And the speaker today, the keynote addressee is Dr. Ravi Kumar, R. Ravi Kumar. Dr. Ravi Kumar is a faculty actually is a director of human resource in the HRD department of Geetham University, Hyderabad. He is basically a communication specialist with extensive experience in public relations, corporate communication, branding, social engineering, change, management, and media relations. I thank the Hyderabad chapter convener, Mr. Manoj Reddy, for introducing Ravi Kumar for this important talk. And today, we all know communication is the biggest tool for anyone to know what is happening around the world today. Post 1991 and after the dot-com, during 90s, late 90s, the dot-com business, communication has become a very big tool to the people of around the world today. And in politics, communication also has become a biggest tool for all the political parties, politicians. Basically, politicians today, in fact, let me tell you, we are living in a false world today. We are creating news, we are propagating falsehood around the people, and we are trying to post this as a reality. So Telangana Janavedika, in its quest to enlighten people and to bring facts to the world today, we have taken up this issue. And in fact, Dr. Ravi Kumar, with his vast experience, he has given me actually a big, I'll tell you what he has given me. And to put that as a title, I felt that I should cut short it, and for that, I have to do a lot of homework to do that. The original title given by Dr. Ravi Kumar is Political Communication, Media Bias, Selective Exposure, and Political Polarization in the Technological Era, Analyzing Government's Roles and Responsibility in Current Scenario. So that is the right title for this webinar today. We are in India today, we are seeing political polarization on politics, on religion, on caste, and everything. So Dr. Ravi Kumar, with his vast experience today, is going to really explain us what is happening in the communication world. And I therefore request you all to play, and he will be speaking in Telugu, Hindi, probably English, not Hindi. He'll speak in Telugu and English. I request all the participants. And one more thing, during the pandemic lockdown, we have seen lakhs of people migrating from the urban cities, the mostly cosmopolitan cities, to their native places, native states, native districts, native places. We have seen people and the media In fact, only one paper, I think it is the Hindu, which reported the plight of the migrants. So we have to discuss threadbare. And I think Dr. Ravi Kumar will take a longer time to explain what is happening in the communication world, especially the social media, how social media is creating falsehood among the people and creating a lot of confusion. So I request all of you to be very attentive and pay key attention to his talk. We'll have a debate later. He will answer all the questions. Whatever doubts we express, he will be answering all the questions. And time is not a constraint for him because he is a very, very committed professor. Is a professional. So I have no doubt this webinar is going to be one of the best webinars Telangana Janavedika has conducted. I now hand over the mic to Dr. Akuthoda Srinivasulu to moderate and then hand it over to Dr. Ravi Kumar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Telangana Janavedika Zoom online meeting ku ఇచ్చేసినటువంటి డాక్టర్ రవి కుమార్ గారికి, వేదిక సభ్యులు, మిత్రులందరికీ స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. ఇవాళ కూడా వేదిక తెలంగాణ జనవేదిక అతి ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి అంశాన్ని ఎన్నుకోవడం జరిగింది. అదేంటంటే రాజకీయాలు లేదా నేటి రాజకీయాలు, సాంకేతిక సాధనాలు, మీడియా వైఖరి అనేటువంటి టైటిల్ను మనం ఎంపిక చేసుకున్నాం. అంటే దాని ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే నేటి రాజకీయాలు లేదా రాజకీయ రంగము, రాజకీయ నాయకులు, పార్టీలు లేదా ప్రభుత్వాలు ఈ సాంకేతిక సాధనాలు, టెక్నాలజీని ఎట్లా యూజ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాయి, మీడియా యొక్క పాత్ర ఏంటి, దాని యొక్క వైఖరి ఏ విధంగా ఉంది అనేటువంటి అంశం పైనే మనం ప్రధానంగా ఇవాళ డిస్కస్ చేయాలని చెప్పేసి అనుకున్నాం. సో దాంట్లో భాగంగానే డాక్టర్ ఆర్ రవి కుమార్ గారు, డైరెక్టర్ పబ్లిక్ రిలేషన్స్, గీతం యూనివర్సిటీ హైదరాబాద్ గారు వారి అంశం మీద మాట్లాడాలని చెప్పేసి వారిని ఆహ్వానించానే వారు రావడం చాలా సంతోషం. వెల్కమ్ టు సార్. అది ఇక్కడ మీడియా అనగానే మనము రెండు రకాల మీడియా కనబడుతుంది. ఒకటి ప్రింట్ మీడియా, రెండు ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియా. సరే, ప్రింట్ మీడియా అంటే గత 100 సంవత్సరాల నుండి మనం ప్రింట్ మీడియా అందరికీ తెలిసిందే. దాంట్లో భాగంగా మనము దినపత్రికలను చూస్తాం, వారపత్రికలను చూస్తాం, మాసపత్రికలను చూస్తాం. త్రైమాసిక మాసపత్రిక అని, అర్ధ వార్షిక పత్రిక అని, వార్షిక పత్రిక అనేటువంటి పేర్లతోని ఇలా ప్రింట్ మీడియాను మనం చూస్తున్నటువంటి క్రమము మనందరికీ తెలిసిందే. ఇవి ఈనాటికి కూడా కొనసాగుతున్నటువంటిదే. అయితే ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో ఈ పోటీని తట్టుకోలేక, ఈ పోటీ ప్రపంచాన్ని తట్టుకోలేక కొన్ని చిన్న పత్రికలు అనేటువంటివి కనుమరుగైపోయాయనేటువంటిది చెప్పడంలో కూడా ఏమాత్రం ఆశ్చర్యం లేదు, సందేహం లేదు. అంటే మార్కెట్లో నిలబడాలంటే ఆర్థిక స్తోమత సరిగా లేకుండా, ముఖ్యంగా 1991 తర్వాత, ఈ ప్రపంచీకరణ తర్వాత ఈ యొక్క చిన్న పత్రికల యొక్క పాత్ర అనేటువంటిది కోల్పోతూ వస్తుంది. వాటి నిలకడ అనేటువంటిది తప్పుతూ వస్తున్నటువంటి క్రమం. ముఖ్యంగా ప్రింట్ మీడియా ఈ విధంగా ఉంటే, ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియా వచ్చేసరికి మనం చాలా చూస్తున్నాం. ఇవాళ టీవీలు వేలాది టీవీలు, ఇవాళ ఒక తెలుగు ఛానల్స్ వచ్చేసి సుమారుగా 110-120 ఛానల్స్ ఇవాళ తెలుగు ఛానల్స్ వచ్చేసాయి. ఓన్లీ తెలుగు ఛానల్స్ సంబంధించినవే 110 నుండి 120-130 వరకు ఛానల్స్ ఇవాళ టీవీ ఛానల్స్ వచ్చేసాయి. సరే, ఇవి టీవీలను ఒకవైపు పెట్టేస్తే ఇక సోషల్ మీడియా అంటే మనం చెప్పేటువంటి తరమే లేదు. వాటిలో కంప్యూటర్స్ కానీ, సెల్ ఫోన్స్ కానీ, నెట్ సంబంధించినటువంటి ఇతర కంప్యూటర్స్ నెట్వర్క్ కానీ, వాట్సాప్ కానీ, ట్విట్టర్ కానీ, ఫేస్బుక్ కానీ, యూట్యూబ్ కానీ, ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనము ఒక ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియాగా మనం చూసుకున్నటువంటి క్రమం. అయితే మహనీయుడు కంప్యూటర్ కనిపెట్టినటువంటి చార్లెస్ బబేజ్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో, కొన్ని సంవత్సరాల క్రితం అంటే ఈ కంప్యూటర్ యొక్క వినియోగాన్ని తీసుకురావడం, ఫాదర్ ఆఫ్ కంప్యూటర్స్ అని చార్లెస్ బబేజ్ మనము పిలుస్తూ ఉంటాం. అదే విధంగా డబ్ల్యూడబ్ల్యూడబ్ల్యూ అంటే వరల్డ్ వైడ్ వెబ్ ను ఫాదర్ ఆఫ్ వరల్డ్ వైడ్ వెబ్ కు లీ అనేటువంటి ఆయన ఈ యొక్క వరల్డ్ వైడ్ వెబ్ ను కనుక్కోవడం. అదే విధంగా ఈ యొక్క నెట్ కు పితామహుడైనటువంటి సర్ఫ్ విన్సెంట్ సర్ఫ్ అనేటువంటి ఆయన కూడా వీళ్ళ ముగ్గురిని మనము ఒక ఫాదర్ ఆఫ్ సో వీళ్ళను కంప్యూటర్స్ ను నెట్ ను చూసుకుంటున్నాం. అయితే వీళ్ళని ముగ్గురిని ఇవాళ మనం తలుచుకోకుండా ఉండలేని పరిస్థితి. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళే కనుక ఈ యొక్క సాధనాలను కనుక నెట్ను కానీ ఇంటర్నెట్ ను కానీ తర్వాత వరల్డ్ వైడ్ వెబ్ ను కానీ కంప్యూటర్ ను కానీ కనిపెట్టకుంటే ఇవాళ మనకు ఈ సాధనాలు అనేటువంటి మన చేతిలో ఉండేటువంటివి కాదు. ఇవాళ ప్రపంచాన్ని మొత్తం కూడా అరచేతిలో చూసేటువంటి సాధనం ఏదైతే ఉందో సెల్ ఫోన్ ను కూడా మన చేతిలో ప్రపంచం నరుమూలల ఏది చిన్న ఒక్క విషయం జరిగినా కూడా మనం చూసుకునేటువంటి పరిస్థితికి ప్రధానమైనటువంటి కారణం. అయితే మరి మీడియా అనేటువంటిది ఈ సోషల్ మీడియా కానీ ప్రింట్ మీడియా కానీ ఇవాళ ప్రతి ఒక రాజకీయ పార్టీకి కానీ రాజకీయాలకు సంబంధించినటువంటి వ్యక్తులకు కానీ ప్రైవేటుగా సొంతంగా కొన్ని పత్రికలు ఉన్నాయి, కొన్ని టీవీ ఛానల్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. అంటే వాళ్ళ యొక్క రాజకీయ పార్టీలకు సంబంధించినటువంటి విషయాలను చెప్పుకోవడం కోసం ఈ యొక్క టీవీలు ఉన్నాయి, తర్వాత పేపర్లు కూడా ఉన్నాయని చెప్పడంలో ఏమాత్రం సందేహం లేదు. అయితే నిన్నటి ఇవాళ జరిగినటువంటి ఒక వరంగల్లో జరిగినటువంటి అంటే పూర్వపు వరంగల్ జిల్లా అయినటువంటి జనగామలో ఒక క్రిస్టియన్ అనేటువంటి ఒక వ్యక్తి చనిపోవడం. ఆయన ఎవరు అంటే క్రిస్టియన్ అంటే ఆయన ఒక అమెరికా అధ్యక్షుడైనటువంటి యొక్క ట్రంప్ గారి అభిమాని. ట్రంప్ కు ఈ యొక్క వరంగల్ జిల్లాలో ఒక మారుమూల గ్రామంలో ఉండేటువంటి వ్యక్తికి సంబంధం ఉందా అంటే ఉంది అనడానికి ఏంటి కారణం? ఈ సోషల్ మీడియా. అంటే తను ట్రంప్ అభిమానిని, తను ట్రంప్ లేకుండా ఉండలేను, ట్రంప్ కు మొన్న కరోనా వచ్చిందనేటువంటి ఒక దిగులుతోని అనేక గుళ్ళు గోపురాలు తిరిగేసి అతను గుండెపోటుతో ఇవ్వాలనే మరణించినటువంటి విషయము మన కళ్ళ ముందు కనబడుతుంది. అంటే వరంగల్ మారుమూల గ్రామంలో ఉండేటువంటి క్రిస్టియన్ అనేటువంటి ఒక వ్యక్తికి ట్రంప్ కు ఒక ప్రేమ అభిమానాలు నేర్చుకోవడానికి ప్రధానమైనటువంటి కారణం ఏంటంటే ఒక సోషల్ మీడియా. అదే విధంగా ఇవాళ ఎలక్షన్లు ఏదో తెలంగాణ జిల్లాలో తెలంగాణ లోపల కొన్ని ఎలక్షన్స్ జరుగుతున్నాయి. ఒక బై ఎలక్షన్స్ కావచ్చు, ఎమ్మెల్సీ ఎలక్షన్స్ కానీ జరుగుతున్నటువంటి క్రమము మనకు తెలిసిందే. ఈ క్రమం లోపల అనేక రాజకీయ పార్టీలు ఫోన్ల ద్వారా, ఈ యొక్క వాట్సాప్ల ద్వారా, ట్విట్టర్ల ద్వారా, యూట్యూబ్ల ద్వారా వాళ్ళ యొక్క ప్రచారాన్ని పెద్ద ఎత్తున కొనసాగిస్తున్నారు. అయితే ఈ ఫోన్ మీద చేసినటువంటి వ్యక్తులకు వాళ్ళు చెప్పేటువంటి విషయం ఏంటంటే పలానా ఎక్స్ పార్టీకే మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా ఓటేయాలంటే ఎదుటి వ్యక్తి అడిగినటువంటి ప్రశ్నలకు సమాధానం లేనటువంటి విషయం. సో ఇలా ఇవన్నీ ఎందుకు వస్తున్నాయంటే ఈ యొక్క ప్రింట్ మీడియా కానీ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియా కానీ అధికారంలో ఏ పార్టీ అయితే ఉంటుందో ఆ పార్టీలకు సంబంధించినటువంటి విషయాలనే గొప్పగా చెప్పుకుంటూ అసలు ప్రజా సంబంధాలని కానీ లేదా పబ్లిక్ రిలేషన్స్ కానీ మీడియా దేనికి ఉంది అంటే ప్రజల యొక్క సమస్యలను, ప్రజల యొక్క బాధలను ప్రభుత్వం దృష్టికి తీసుకుపోవడం కోసం, అదే విధంగా ప్రభుత్వం చేస్తున్నటువంటి సంక్షేమ కార్యక్రమాలు కానీ ప్రభుత్వ విధానాలను ప్రజలకు చేరవేసేటిదే మీడియా. కానీ ఇవాళ ఇవి రెండు కూడా పక్కకు తప్పేసి కేవలం ఒక అడ్వర్టైజింగ్ ఏజెన్సీలుగా తయారైనటువంటి ఈ మీడియా అనేటువంటి విషయాన్ని మీకు తెలియజేస్తూ ఇవాళ అంశము రాజకీయాలు, సాంకేతిక సాధనాలు, మీడియా వైఖరి అనేటువంటి అంశం పైన ఇవాళ కీలకోపన్యాసకులు డాక్టర్ ఆర్ రవికుమార్ గారు, వారు డైరెక్టర్ పబ్లిక్ రిలేషన్స్ గా పనిచేస్తున్నారు. వారు గీతం యూనివర్సిటీ హైదరాబాద్ లో వాళ్ళు పనిచేయడం జరుగుతుంది. వారిని ఈ అంశం మీద మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా సాధారణంగా ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాను. డాక్టర్ ఆర్ రవికుమార్ గారిని ఇప్పుడు మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా వారిని కోరుతున్నాను. డాక్టర్ ఆర్ రవికుమార్ గారు ప్లీజ్ సార్.
సార్ అందరికీ శుభ సాయంత్రం అండ్ గ్రీటింగ్స్ టు ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ రామారావు గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ శ్రీనివాస్ గారు. నా మనస్ఫూర్తి నమస్కారాలు పురుషోత్తమరావు సార్ గారికి. సి ఆల్వేస్ హీ లైక్డ్ మీ, from the media point of view, media communication view. He has seen me always, from the day one I met. Some 8 to 10 years back, our association started. It's a very interesting thing. He has come to Public Relations Society to speak on the, communication barriers, communication issues, intelligence, India, all that aspects, that attracted me. వారి పర్సనాలిటీ వారిది అట్రాక్ట్ కావడం జరిగింది. వారు కూడా ఆ భావనలతోని అట్లాగే నాకు అట్రాక్ట్ కావడం జరిగింది, నేను కూడా అట్రాక్ట్ కావడం జరిగింది. వై ఐ హ్యావ్ టు బ్రింగ్ హిమ్, why that intro I have to give about him? See, like-minded thing, like-minded ideologies we are going to discuss. What is a political communication? How it is built around? What is a charisma? This the excellent definition I can give from Puranic things. Indu galadandu sandehama valadu. Endendu vetiki chuchina andande galadu. You everywhere see there is a news. Everybody cell phone is a newspaper. Everybody is having the tool of communication in their hand, and each political thing, just like that, it reaches people. Then what is a communication? What is a well-built communication? Why only few are able to win? Why people other people are collapsing? In coming generation, technology will play mighty role. Live off other things. Post corona period, everything has to be online. You take other elections are coming, GHMC elections are coming. Who is a right and who is a wrong, I'm not going to talk. We are going to see the films, we are going to see the cartoons, we are going to go in depth, we are going to learn what is a political communication in right way. Each of us can be politician. Politician is somebody in a public administration is called one who administers things rightly. This was there. And one of the interesting things I will tell and proceed further. One day I was sitting in the room of Purushottam Garu in a Banjara Hills in MLA colony. Everything was fine. I have seen one photograph like this on the wall. Other saintly photographs, everything was there. In one photograph, our beloved and ex and last Chief Minister Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy photograph was there, and he was lending his ear to Purushottam Rao Garu. I asked, sir, what is this photograph? He is bendingly listening to you. Then he told, no, I was teaching about political ethics to him. He heard. That is a beauty. The person with the integrity, person with the clean heart will definitely communicate anything. అటువంటి వాళ్ళు కావాలి మనకు. There are people, it's not like that. When you are scared, you are gone. When you are right in your conviction, when you have that power of the Society of India, you will tell anybody, irrespective of anybody. That photographs I was reminding, it was there like that on the backside of him. That interested me. You can have any politician with you. You should have a courage to tell that what is a right, what is a wrong, what has to be done. I told him, sir, when you told him what he has told, he told, yes, that is a correct, I will implement it. Some of the project he was talking, he told, definitely I will do. One should have political communication to tell politician also. Political communication should be, the ideology should be, communicated. Gandhian thought. Anyway, I don't take much time. We will go immediately into our presentation. We will see various aspects of communication from center to state, from global level. Few of the aspects I touch, few of the videos I show. The time is not a limit. How much ever time you enjoy, I have a disposal. I have a lot of regard, and a nice chance is given to me. We will start now. No, I should be given a chance to, to share a PPT and all that.
Okay, I'll share it with you. I'll allow you
to show the film. Yes, sir.
I'll allow you to share it.
Please, sir, please.
No.
Sir, it's the whatever that I have given, it is fine, but the way you fine-tuned it, I am very happy. Rajakiyalu Sanketika Sadhanalu. It's a sadhanam, beautiful word. Video Vaikari. We are going to see video Vaikari, maybe in positive, in a negative, in a straight manner, but we are going to study that attitudes. And just a brief I have given about me, my qualification, where I work, how we met. I thank sir, and I thank Telangana Janavedika. It's a nice name, it's a Vedika is somewhere you discuss, we won't fight, we discuss and come to conclusion, and we try to create new things by emulating these things to government and all that. Sir, you see here very I'm keeping a foundation to my study today. The politicians, orchest things, they are powerful now. These days, the powerful and well celebrated politicians know how to use a media. You see, they orchestrate thing. Everybody writes. What is the results? You can see in a next cartoon, side by cartoon on right side. He is there on the television. He is there in the kitchen with Swachh Bharat. He is there on the hoarding outside. He is there with the girl seeing the laptop. He is there in the newspaper. He is there in the cell phone. Everywhere, sir. You have to be present everywhere. Anni మీడియాలో అన్ని విధాలుగా ఉండడమే ప్రజెంట్ పొలిటికల్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ యొక్క లక్షణము అవసరము. అవర్ హానరబుల్ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్, you can give golden award to him. He knows media well, how to use, how to articulate it and send the communication. You see, it's an ideology. The cartoon says that Sangh Parivar is holding and there is a lotus. This is maybe BJP thing, but everybody requires the ideology to communicate. At the same time, you should make a media to write your thought process. You should communicate them and see to it that it goes out. What happened next thing? Everywhere you are there, in every sphere you are there. Second thing, this is what earlier I thought, keeping that cartoon in the mind, we will try to see those things. Second thing, first briefly I want to tell what is accountability and control, role of the media. Media is a vast thing. Somebody in my earlier organization told Ravi, they are writing against the company. Control the media. You cannot control the media. You can request the media. You can suggest the media. You cannot control. It is out of control. You should have your art. You should have a communication pattern. You should understand it and explain to media. Then they will take it. Controlling doesn't happen. When the media likes, they will take a subject. What is there? It's a speech and expression. It's a freedom of speech article. Just I want to quote it. What kind of freedom is given in India? And on that freedom, these politicians are speaking. In other countries like Pakistan, Islamic nations, there is this kind of freedom is there. What we are enjoying. But what is the role of media? Freedom is given. Sir, when freedom is given, what is the role? Unbiased information. No bias should be there in the information. And whatever news you give, whatever communication you, it should be broadening the thinking. Morning, when we get up, so many political news, so many film news, so many sports news, and different we see. It should broaden each person in his area. Somebody should be interested, future politician. It should broaden his thinking. And sports person, it should broaden its thinking. Why I clearly say that one is a palm tree, second thing is a mango tree. Palm tree grows straight thing, and a mango tree in a width. Both should be there. It should widen the knowledge, and it should go on the top also. Second thing, if at all it is a criticize, fair criticize should be there. Fair criticize చేయడంలో తప్పు లేదు. Fair criticize. Unnecessary criticize, keeping some poison in the mind, criticize is a very bad effect to the media. That is what we are seeing. That is what powerful control. Srinivas garu చెప్పింది, మన రామారావు గారు చెప్పింది, controlled పెట్టుకోవడము, కసి పెట్టుకోవడం, vengeance. We see in some television channels, unfortunate vengeance is going on. Blasted news is there. Selected news they will send. They will cut off whatever good is there. These things are happening. But if at all you want to do role of the media, broadly we will see in 4-5 slides, fairly criticize. If you want to criticize somebody, let it be everyday life or a media. You criticize fairly. Second thing you see, as I told you, everywhere you should be there. That is a new political mantra. Positive role you have a negative role. Both is there in the media, both is there in us also. Sometimes politicians speak nicely, sometimes negative role come out of them. It's in emotion they burst out, news is twisted and sent outside. the role of media in the democracy. What is there, sir? This photograph tells that media doesn't want us to see the truth. There is a poor person sleeping or a big issue is there. You know, see, the media is twisting your head. We have been fed. We are like a paralyzed, you know, sorry to tell this word. We are all paralyzed people. Why? We cannot get up. We cannot go anywhere. We cannot, you know, eat ourselves. Media is feeding everything. Till we are paralyzed, we are helpless. You know, let us wake up. Let us understand what media tells. Let us use our discretion to correctly see the news. Otherwise, you know, we are led by what they tell. 24 hours blasting news are there. We tend to think that that is a real. That is not the real. It sometimes I see some true coverages are there, but most of the time hidden agenda is there. It try to, you know, divert your attention. That is what I'm showing there. Diversion power media got, but let us understand what is a diversion power. See, the sad thing, what is entire episode happened in Disha is a heartening thing. It's a heartening thing. 4 cruels have come, maniacs have come, animals have come, kidnapped the girl. So horrible thing happened. Entire India, entire nation, entire world woke up to the sad news. Everybody got shaken. Maybe connected or not connected. Media connected everybody to that home. Everybody to that mother's agony. Even I got connected, you know. I got panicked. I was in the college. 11:30 news bulletin started. Whole day I was upset. Whole day I was seeing this news. We may think they are others. Media got such a powerful tool. It connected everybody as a family. Unless until live of certain people, all felt that this has happened in their home. Media got that power to connect. Live of the negative thing. Everybody reacted. A lot of halla gulla happened, and everybody knows what is the truth. Gruesome act, taking and burning that girl. You know why we are discussing with the images these things? I'm going to show the film also in this thing. These are the stories taken and done as a film. Film story enter from real life. It is not a fiction thing, major thing from the olden period to this period. I know very closely, I monitor films also. You see this coming back to my episode, it blasted the news. Everybody got the news within the minute. What happened? Social media blasted. Everybody got it. And everybody went for one thing, justice, justice, justice. Because when some burning topic is given to the people, media has handed over this thing immediately to the people. I can say without a doubt. What happened? Everybody started, you know, to share the grief with mother. Politicians went, film actors went, commoners went. You see the second photographs when the, you know, hit out whatever it is, constitutional, unconstitutional. I'm not debating on that thing. 4 of the rogues are killed there. You know, everybody, you know, appreciated that. Why this thing? Why? This has been appreciated. I am not, telling that we should all become uncivilian and go to olden days and do all that. There is some element which media drives. I want to take you to that attention. What happened? Frenziness. It gives you power to become a frenzy. It gives you power to become a holy. It gives a power to become super thing. Whatever your learning process, whatever. It is like a river which is having a smooth water, but don't go and see. There are crocodiles in that. There are tortoise in that. There are fishes in that. We just require a water. Take that from water and come back. If you start seeing the media, if you start judging the media, lot of negativity is there. I see positive from them. I bring out that water to me. This is how I learned so much about the media. Let us proceed further in this case only. What happened? Everybody praised him. The justice has given. He has been called to commission to explain and all that. 4 of them gone. Unfortunately, the girl has also gone. And again, this is a glorified. See, then what is this glorification happens? Why this is accepted? Even everybody. This is one more sad thing which I want to show it to you. The youth, chased the girl on the road, and acid was there. These things will take a political angle. You know, I'm not deviating from political communication. These things will bring a pressure on a politics. They have to act on that. They have to communicate on that. They have to give orders, further orders on that. Everybody has to protect their chair. Everybody has to communicate. Until unless bigger decision has not happened, this justice would have not come. Why? It shakes every area. Political communication silently happened in this. Everybody understood political seal is there on these things, you know, to finish this maniac, finish this heading. And you know, Warangal issue, you know, that time, I don't want to take the chief minister was there, other chief minister. I'm not talking personally, they are dynamic. Sometimes pressure comes on a politics to take a decision. And you know, just I want to show you to you one of the interesting films was there. Some years back it has come. See, one father loses a daughter, and you know, doesn't get justice anywhere, you know, lamentingly goes to, you know, Sarkar and asks that, sir, this thing has happened. Neither justice, neither police, nor anybody helped me, sir. Just help me in that. See, it's a failure of the system. A parallel government has been approached here. Why? Sometimes political system is one thing which we elect and you know, give powers in their hand. Other parallel governments are there. Take an example, you know, suppose something land is there. Nobody is able to solve that. We go to the parallel government, parallel people. I don't say they are a mafia. I don't say anything. Those people involve and enter. They are entered. They will do the things. Again, it is reported in the media. Again, media has to give a justification. Here, I want to show in the whole system, this kind of messages go differently in the media. How it goes, you know, the political system is one thing and parallel government is one thing. These both goes and tell that. You take an example of Maharashtra. This film is based on the Maharashtra. You know, there is a government. You know who run the government. The powerful person run the government. Thackeray run it without second thought. I am you know, telling it. There lies a power in that. You know, that film is based on that. You know, how this government runs, how that government runs, how this is going to be communicated in the media. I felt that, you know, this film gives, you know, broader perspective of justice, broader perspective of communication. Why this individual who got affected went to him for the justice. Why did he feel that he should not go to government and tell? He has approached twice, you know, film tells that. He approached twice and failed. At the police, at the government, at the law, everybody done mockery. What happened? After the mockery, he got tired. He approached alternative, you know, solution to him. We all approach, you know, if we want it, what we wanted solution to our own thing. We wanted solution to our problems. Communication and politicians and how they should build, they should tell clear communication that one should approach them. This is whatever is happening in the country. It is a seat communication. It is a brand communication. It is our own party communication. It is my constituency communication, my people communication. I have rarely seen, sorry to say that, come to me communication. I am powerful. Whatever the justice, whatever the systems are there, I will set right. It is been told by opposition. It is been told by ruling party. We will not approach them. We know there are a lot of lines. There are few politicians. I don't say there are few politicians who are accessible. They are retired, they're sitting in home, they're elderly, new age politicians. It's becoming very difficult to reach them. You know, more youthful should come in this. They are very approachable, I say. I don't blame the system here. Why this thing is not happening? Why that kind of communication is not going on? On COVID, it is going on. But whatever problem is there, approach us. This kind of clear-cut communication not happening. Twitter, they say. On the Facebook, they say. But clear-cut approach system, sorry to say that, it is not there. It should be developed. If you are able to listen, please tell me. Listen and see. Can you see?
Yeah.
Can you see the film, sir?
Able to see.
Sir?
We are not able to see that.
Okay. That's what, sharing thing. Sir, now, sir?
Yes.
मेरी बेटी शालू की कॉलेज में दोस्त था वो खुश सरकार से मिलने उस रात कॉलेज की पार्टी के बाद घर तक लिफ्ट देने के बहाने उसने उसे गाड़ी में बिठा लिया और उस भूषण ने मेरी शालू की इज्जत लूट ली। आकाश पुलिस में भी गया था और बेवकूफों की तरह कोर्ट में भी खड़ा सरकार, लेकिन पुलिस और कोर्ट दोनों ने खिलवाड़ किया है उसकी इज्जत के साथ। मेरी बेटी पे इल्जाम लगा दिया कि वो चलन है और पैसे की अवस्था किया उसके लिए सब कुछ। शालू ये जिल्लत बर्दाश्त नहीं कर पाई और लोगों ने अदालत को यकीन दिला दिया कि मेरी बेटी की दिमागी हालत ठीक नहीं थी। सरकार मेरी एक ही बच्ची थी और वो भी मेरे मरने से पहले उसका बदला आप दिलाते। मेरी मरी हुई बेटी का
अगली बार जब ये साहब का नाम सुने तो इनके चेहरे पे मुस्कान होनी चाहिए। मैं नहीं जानना चाहता वो कौन है। क्या बताए? भूषण
बांद्रा कार्टर रोड,
बांद्रा कार्टर रोड,
बंगला नंबर 14।
बंगलो नंबर 14।
अच्छा यार आज हम लोग
यार वरना मिलने का कोई चांस नहीं था। मेरा बुड्ढा पेरिस का टिकट। घर छोड़ दे।
अरे चलना यार।
लाल वाली मेरी यार। भूषण तेरा नाम भूषण है तो ये तो मार खाने वाला है। अगर बीच में आओगे तुम लोग
रहना है या जाना है? हे, कौन है तुम? हाँ? चलो पीछे, चलो पीछे। सीधा खड़ा। सुला दे इसको। मनीष, चले। तोड़ इसको। सर पे मत मार। जल्दी मर जाएगा। पाय तोड़। तोड़, हाथ तोड़। क्या देख रहे हो? हाँ, कुछ काम नहीं क्या? चलो अपना अपना काम करो। तोड़। मार मार। इधर मार, इधर मार।
Sir, the point I want to make here is that one, judicial killings we have seen, other thing, non-judicial punishment we have seen. The film is very goodly portrayed, you can see the Japamala and all that Hindutva, where you approach, that has to be communicated. All the system failures is one side it has been communicated that your approachable side. The political communication, why the violent scenes and violent thing has been shown. When a person, victim undergoes so much of pain, he wants to get a justice. The where in the system we are talking about, come to me, we'll give a justice. Not even a single, sir, Harvard University has a separate political communication lab. Sir, Ramarao sir, I will tell you, request you to take with the government, one political communication lab has to be instituted in the state. Why I say that? Everything has to be studied systematically. What communication should go, how it should go, what all the areas it should go, and what all the areas it should be eliminated. Harvard has, other international universities have political communication labs. Here you see in the film, the craftsmanship, the director has so intelligently, taken entire system, not to be blamed. The person is free to go anybody and ask for the help, but so nicely is being shown where we get a justice, where we don't get a justice. It has been clearly stepwise told in the film. It has been communicated very clearly in the film. The violence aspect, holds us now. See, such a cruel violence has been shown, but when the person sits as an audience and he feels that correct, these fellows has to be treated like this only. What is that internal emotion? How it has been capitulated? What is a political communication, sir, of Maharashtra? If you see solid communication, why Thakre's thousands people appreciate it. It may be ideology. Every political thing has a ideology. We all run through ideology. Jihad is an ideology. Whatever our thinking is an ideology. We are built up in the homes also. We are the ideological society, sir. What I say, our thing is built on the ideology. The film itself tells that. Second thing, what it not only provide information, sir, it should be more effective day-to-day functioning. I don't advocate as it is shown in the film, but somewhere something our system should change. Politicians should bring out that in the communication, build that kind of confidence in the people. Sir, how many person visit a police station, sir? Commoner won't visit. Where that kind, he gets scared, for simple payment of, small parking fee also, he will pay it online. They are scared, everywhere you see a story online, digitally and everywhere. Police themselves are, making, recently, sad to say that, recently seen that, I don't want to name one place from the Malkajgiri, lot of wealth he has amassed, 80 crores. That is not for the ordinary man, ordinary government employee. What is this? It's an greed. Anyway, it has shown and blasted in the media these kind of failures. The picture is a picking of these kind of failures. Government should address through communication and set right it really. And what is this, sir? It's in every time, you know, you go out, you have it, and building a brand. You know, no doubt about that. Then a huge brand is built around him. Every camera, you know, every eyeball attracts him, you know, wherever he goes and come back. It's a fine, you know, in this technological era, to have our own brand as an you know, entire organization persona. If you see, sir, Tata's, when you think of Ratan Tata, entire Tata comes to our mind. When you think of Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, entire Reliance comes. When you think of Modi ji, it comes to you. When we see the KCR Saab, entire thing comes. And Jagan, of course, you know, made a greater thing. I will discuss his political communication and all that, how that has happened in Andhra. Anyway, we are a single here, more or less, you know, dominantly running the political party. In Andhra, it was tough, but how intelligently, how meticulously he has used political communication to fetch so many seats. Then the government, sir, sometimes it comes, you know, this has been told, you know, by Thomas, in a government without newspapers or newspapers without government, something when the media itself is running the entire government, what is the use of government then? When if at all government is running a media, then why we require a media? We don't require, say, every political party owns one paper. Every prime ministerial candidate, every chief ministerial candidate has his own media. It runs behind them. You know, like a water tanker, it runs behind them. You see the host of media runs behind them. Each political party has their own paper, has their own thing. Sir, where communication is given a freedom. If you are funding it, it is a bound. Actually, whatever journalism or a political communication, it should be free, but it is not free. Everywhere you should get attached. Otherwise, you won't get an ad, you won't get a revenue, or otherwise cases will be put upon you. These kind of pressures are there worldwide. But coming back to our India, it's a more, you know, communication happens in the free environment. See, sir, every night we sit and see, we have a lot of debates. He shouts, they shouts, thing will end. You see, latest one, Sushant Singh Rajput is there. Tomorrow something will come, drug will come. Everybody has his own agenda. We sit in our seats and see what communication is happening, sir. Where is change coming? It is the same again. If at all with these debates, if at all things are changed, why we require debate next day? Every day we are having a debate means things are not changed. Things are same as it is. You know, every day repetition kind of thing. Mantra, how you do every day in the puja room, it's the same thing. Get up again every day evening, you have one thing or other. You know, media is selling. Media is doing so many issues are, and moreover, I say that issues won't go in the world. You know, it should become betterment, but it is never wiped away from earth. From the time immemorial, problems are there, but that problems have been doctored, manufactured, every day sent as a news. You know, public opinion is important, sir, what I told. Public opinion is there. See, larger we have seen, just now we have seen in the film that, what is a public opinion? Sir, I won't go to the government. No, I will go to somebody. Easily it will be solved. Why? That mindset is there. Because nothing is happening there. You see, I don't want to say, but LRS, all things have come in the government. Something media got blasted, something court told, something, you know, all the confusion started. What is this? What is behind every communication, behind every act? Political communication is one at the time of election, before coming to the seat, and after coming to the seat. There is a methodology in communicating each step. What is their government is accountable. Government is questioned here. What is there around them? Media is one who informs them. The people see as an entertainment, sir. Even at I come back from office, I sit and see the news as entertainment. Sometimes my daughter shout, "Why you are so mad about the news?" I feel I am happy there. I am not able to answer them and tell that, no, I'm getting something important as information. No, it has become entertainment value. It has become something that as an addicted, drug addicted, we sit and see and enjoy. It goes in the mind. It is same again next day with some other thing. Sir, coming back to the media, very well what I told, sir was telling about social media, sir. What is a social media? It is a social, it is with everybody. Sir, it is being told how much time spent on the Twitter, how much time spent on the Facebook. You have a Tumblr, you have Instagram, you have a Pinterest, you have a Google. We spend a time on these things huge. This is where the communication is shared, sir. Why everybody is getting, why in the olden times when you see, only newspaper was a source before the Doordarshan. After Doordarshan, it's one channel. Now, hundreds of channels, as sir was saying, so many channels are there. So much confusion is there. I come and switch a news channel. My daughters go to the, there is other interesting channels, good for nothing. They feel this news. They are correct. Youth, they feel it's a good for nothing, what we think. Change is going to come. Youngsters should come. And other thing, they go and see dance programs, nice, their, international programs are there. They are not bothered about politician. At the same time, I don't say that they are not, indulging in this thing. They are indulging. They are understanding everything through the social media. As sir was telling, social media, sir, we are the youngest country. We are with the people with youngsters, 65%. All the 65% hold the things, sir. If at all, anything has to be communicated, it should be nicely designed for them. That is what Mr. Modi knows what to send. He's expert. And coming back to our own politician, KTR knows to some extent. He uses it very well as an young minister and all that. There are few here and there which I have done a study. They know. This is what, the people of the older times who are there, politically matured people are there, whom I met. They told that we have to develop these kind of systems to attract youth, to attract, and hold them. They are the country. They are the future. You take technological words of Modi ji. It attracts youth. No doubt it gives a hope to, aged people, but attracts the youth. You see, in all these things, he is available from day and night. And the media role, what is the role, sir? It should supply the information, true and unbiased. Information is something, whatever we tell, that is information to other. What I say, sir, collected information is intelligence. What I do, every day 10 papers I see, I make a one report and send it to my vice chancellor. With that, what happens? Your time, my vice chancellor time is cut short. If anybody, I send an intelligent report to media or some politicians, some bureaucrats I send every day. Gathered information is an intelligence. Every paper reports something or other differently. Same matter, gathering it, making it in a capsule and sending it to them. It saves a time. And what happens? It saves a time. It gives a clear picture. Reading a 20 paper and making a one report is an excellent thing. This is what everybody politicians should learn easily. And every day he should do 10 paper, 15, need not do that. Somebody there in their department have been told that, the politicians who have, made us successful in their life, they have a separate media team. I'm not advocating, but this is a career opportunity for the people, what I'm talking. Youngsters, they can do. They have from IIT, they have from IIM, they are having engineers, chartered accountants, doctors, different people are there, different things are there. Every day they gather the information and they give evening at the political campaign. Then the communication happens directly. This is very important in political communication, not a haphazard. You see certain politicians, I don't want to name, they have a nice drink and come evening to public meetings, blabber everything and go away. These are times not for them. It is a time for those who hard work, those who do, those who understand the situation, those who contribute to the, regular problems and a nearby problem. Wherever they are going, local information is given to them. They are going to talk perfectly. They are going. If anybody has a question or anything, we'll discuss, in the last, lot to go, I'm stopping it here. And see, the media is controlling the people. And other thing, as an powerful owner, he is controlling the media. We all know some of the media channels owned by businessmen, some of the media channels are owned by the politicians. Naturally, the news, naturally the information is, doctored there, I can say. Doctored, or it is up to their philosophy. It is being made and it is telecasted there, and it is being, I don't know what all lines are coming here. Some disturbance is there. Can anybody tell me? Huge lines are coming. Some disturbance is there. Somebody is writing here. I don't know, anybody's cursor or something to my film. A lot of this is happening on my screen. So creation of public opinion, as I told you, public opinion is created by how it is. There is a word in the legal term, caveat emptor. Everybody able to see my slide clearly? Just anybody can tell me, because lot of lines are appearing on my, my screen. I don't know why. What is a problem here? Just I want to make sure that everybody, lot of scribbles are happening. I don't know, huge scribbles are coming there. So somebody just I want to say that I don't know. Suppose this would have, if this has gone to some politicians meeting, they will tell opposition has done this. But I know nobody is opposition. Everybody single party here we are discussing, and the party of clear mind it is. Party of receiving people, party of understanding people, party of why it is called as a Gandhian thought. Clear thought is that receiving capacity, assimilating capacity, and bringing harmony among everybody. Everybody's this thing. But I don't know, I'm getting a lot of scribbles as if somebody is angry. If everybody is seeing my slide white and clear, that's fine. I will go ahead with it. Just to confirm that this is a modern slave, sir. We are a slave. How we are a slave? We, sir, every minute we will see the WhatsApp. Even I am addicted to that. In every 2 minutes, I will see, YouTube. And after that, I will go to some other thing. But always I am on the media. It is a slave. Yes, my mother used to say, I used to ask her filter coffee. She used to say that, even night, poor lady, she used to give. Even in now also, in my home, they give. But what they say, sir, anything repeated second time is an habit and slavery. Don't mind, I have never left that. Like that, we have become a slave. We all can analyze ourselves. We all can see the moment our program is over, we will hold on to ourselves. We will start seeing something or other. This is how the Google is tempting, sir. Google is having artificial intelligence. They know what you see. One who sees political news, he will get a political news. One who does real estate is sent to him. One who always want a fighting scenes are sent to him. One who always like to see film songs, that is sent. Sir, this is an artificial intelligence, separate subject we can take. I can tell on that Google's intelligence to send you the information. How we are get, sir, if you see twice or thrice something which you like, same thing it will send you different. Lockdown period, I like to see one film I have seen, the Kannada film, old film, 1980s film. I like to see. My daughters tell that, Dad, you are always old methodology, old but I don't mind, feeling that way. That kind of, atmosphere I like. I like to go and live there peaceful. I have seen, you don't believe, sir, all the lockdown period, I got wonderful old films of Kannada, Telugu. It started sending me my intelligence. Every night I have seen one film, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and switched off, and second hour. It is a reading our intelligence. It is a reading our requirement. It starts feeding in. Sometimes it tells you what you should consume. It tells you that what you should use. We think that, we are getting what we want. No, sir, it is teaching us. It is putting its agenda on our tongues, agenda in our ears, agenda in our eyes. Artificial intelligence. They are marvelous people. But how we use is a very, very important. Sir, power corrupts, sir. This is a very important. Once you get a power, you start doing everything. power to gain a control. So two things are ruling now. One is a power, second thing is a media, and automatically politicians enter there. One is a money power, second thing is a media. They run the country. You see, anywhere you see, if the two is not there, a person is gone. Somewhere, some places I hear that he is not having anything. Sir, he won the election in the Orissa, such a poor man. But people's participation is there, people's love is there for him. How many are there, sir, like that? Only one or two. Not everybody, sir, one or two. Even that people's video are circulated online and then they got a success. Even for them, media has to help. Media is a final thing. Money, anyway, the flow of money, the intelligence, technology, everything is there. And this corrupts. Again, this is what I want to show you, how it corrupts. Second thing, expression, sir, as we were thinking, unbiased information it give, broaden the thinking, it should give. And this is all. Sir, see this interesting thing. Same paper when the Trump, visited some place, you see two headlines are there on the same day paper. Trump softens his tone, one paper says. Other paper talks, Trump talks tough on the wall. What does that it means, sir? There is no consistency, in a headline. It is a grabbing. What you say twistedly, it grabs. As you told, sir, you are rightly told that Hindu reported. The paper which is liked by my grandfather, my father, my uncles, and everybody, even I. Modern generation, they would like to see online maybe, but the people who are having the integrity, people who like a straight communication, unbiased communication without masala, they like the Hindu paper. This is a rightly said, sir. It's a rightly said. I agree. Sir, something shootout happened in the Kashmir. Kashmiri people, so-called militants, other people, they bought a Hindu paper in their place, in their assembly. They shouted, Hindu reported it. You just India, try to see that. That people also respect, not only in country, outside a country also it's respected, outside a world. Sir, it's an integrity. They communicate, they communicate ethics. They never compromise on the content. Nowadays, even they are forced for advertisements and all that. I don't go much deeper in that. Well-regarded paper. Sir, this is an area, as you told, so big it is, social media sites are sharing, messaging, discussing, collaborating, networking, and publishing. We should systematically design our communication. Successful politicians are doing that, sir, to say you. They are using everything, everywhere with a simple stroke. We are thinking that they are working hard, going around. No, sir, their communication is a designed. This is what, future, sir. This holds the future. State to state, you need not run. Place to place, you need not run. There are technological thing is coming. 3D thing is coming. Any Modi sir can stand at one place. In hundreds of dioceses he can appear. 3D technology is coming, and human thing is a designed. Everywhere you feel that he's a standing. Technology is coming. It's huge. We cannot think also, sir. Technology is going beyond. In that thing, we should get up. We should understand what's happening. That is our call, sir. Now, so big it is. We should get ready in that thing. We are cluttered with what you say, sir. Social media. Our head is social media, but understand it rationally. We'll win. And what is there, sir? Negative is there, positive is there. And social media is so big. Billions of people see. 51% share it has. 99% sees. And, it is a dragged there. High level of inaccuracies are there in the training out. Ego I have shown. Eco I have shown. When you are eco, everybody is in you. And news broadcasting, sir, these are all general rules what we discussed just now. Sex and nudity is more, piracy is not there, crime and violence easily shared online, ensuring neutrality. Controls are not there, what I am saying. Government trying to covertly control online media, sir. This I want to show it to you as in a form of interview.
have with us Mr. Paranjay Guhatakutta to talk about the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting's latest order. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everyone, for having me on this program.
Paranjay, could you please tell us a bit about the contents of this order and what your perception is on its outcome?
On the 4th of April, the new media cell of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting issued an order constituting a committee made almost entirely, largely, of civil servants and bureaucrats for framing regulations for online media and news portals and online content. Now, what was the justification they used? Let me first elaborate on what this order is all about, and then we can discuss why this order, in my opinion, is insidious and a way in which the government is trying to covertly control the working of online media. Now, this order says that when you look at private satellite television channels, and there are close to 900 of such channels who've got permission from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting to uplink, downlink, their content which is transmitted or transmitted through cable television, they are regulated, the programming as well as the advertisement codes are regulated under a law called the Cable Television Networks Regulation Act of 1995. And they have the earlier year, that is 1994, there was a cable television network rules. Now, all these television channels are supposed to adhere to the rules and the provisions of the Act later. Similarly, for the print medium, there is a quasi-judicial body called the Press Council of India. I used to be a member of the Press Council of India. Now, this has a set of norms to regulate the print medium. Unlike the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, which is a licensing authority, and therefore, because it issues the license, it can withdraw the license or suspend the license. The Press Council of India, though it's a quasi-judicial body set up by an Act of Parliament, it has no punitive powers. So, to even describe it as a toothless tiger would be very charitable. So here is two bodies, and they are supposed to put together norms with ostensibly aim at regulating both television and the print media. Now, what this government order says, that there are no norms or guidelines to regulate online media websites, news portals, including Newslink, which is like digital broadcasters, which are not only putting out news, but also entertainment programs, so-called infotainment programs, and they're not just putting out news or content of their own, they're also aggregating media from other sources. So the government decides to constitute a committee, and I read here, to frame and suggest a regulatory framework for online media stroke news portals, including digital broadcasting and entertainment stroke infotainment sites and news stroke media aggregators. Now, this committee, and there are at least 9 members, the convener of this committee is the Secretary of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. The other members include the Secretary of the MEITY, earlier the DEITY, which is the Department of Electronics and Information Technology. It was part of the Ministry of Communications, and now it's a separate ministry. Interestingly, it also includes the Secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs, the Secretary of the Department of Legal Affairs, the Secretary of the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. It also includes the Chief Executive Officer of the government portal, which is MyGov. And then come some of the representatives who are not career bureaucrats. Who are they? One representative of the Press Council of India, one representative of this private body of broadcasters, news broadcasters, that's the NBA, that's the News Broadcasters Association, and another representative of the IBF, that's the Indian Broadcasters Federation, or maybe it's the Indian Broadcasting Federation. And the Secretary INB Ministry can invite anybody else from any other organization to be a member of that committee. Now, when you look at the terms of reference of this committee, And there are three terms. Let me just quickly read them out. One is to delineate the sphere of online information dissemination, which needs to be brought under regulation on the lines for print and electronic media. Two, to recommend an appropriate policy formulation for online media, stroke news portals and online content platforms, etc., keeping in mind the extent that the existing FDI norms, the foreign direct investment norms, and the program and advertising code for television channels, the norms circulated by the Press Council of India, the code of ethics framed by the News Broadcasters Association, etc., etc., etc. And then three, it is also supposed to analyze the international scenario on such existing regulatory mechanisms with a view to incorporate the best practices. Signed, Amit Katoj, Director, New Media Cell, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Now, why do I say that at face value, it appears very innocuous? I think this could be one of the ways the government wants to control what people hear, what people read, what people listen to online. I think it's a not so subtle, a covert means of perhaps even controlling online media, especially those websites which are particularly critical of the government. I mean, that maybe is my interpretation of the government's intentions. I'm sure the government will promptly deny ever having such intentions, but that's the way I interpret it.
But of course, on one hand, you have private news channels or private news, online news portals who create content or aggregate content. But then you also have a whole generation of content aggregators or content generators on social media. YouTube, there are plenty of YouTubers who air their own views and upload their videos. So in your opinion, would this also probably end up coming under these policies?
It's difficult to predict what would happen, but we already have in place certain acts and certain rules. We have the Information Technology Act, and under that we have the rules, the information technology rules. A few years ago, the Supreme Court actually struck down as being against the Constitution, against the Article 19(1)(a) of the Constitution of India, which is about freedom of expression, Article 19(2), which lays down what are called reasonable restrictions on the right to free expression. Now, that was 66(a). Now, the Supreme Court said this is not constitutional and repealed this particular provision of the law. But what is happening is that what you see is that there are other laws as well, and there are other regulatory bodies as well, including the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, the DEITY. Now, they can block the URLs, the Universal Resource Locators of any website. That way, they have the power, and they, in fact, have invoked that power on occasions. Now, that is also a controlling body, and you have within that department CERT, the Computer Emergency Response Team, which is typically headed by the National Information, the person who oversees issues relating to information technology and security. Now, what I'm saying is you already have laws in place. That's not all. You have a technical and a commercial regulator, and that is the TRAI, the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. Now, these two bodies exist. And why is the TRAI important? Because in today's day and age, in this day and age of the internet, the difference between what we earlier said what we call telecommunications and what we call broadcasting doesn't exist anymore. It's completely disappeared. I mean, in the palm of your hand, you have everything. So what was earlier telecommunications and what was earlier broadcasting, there's no difference. So you already have these two organizations. The question is, why do you need another policy? Are these policies inadequate? What needs to be done? I think there are a lot of issues on online content, notably fake news. And I think, and internationally too, it's become a huge issue, particularly because Facebook has been found to have given out personal data to Cambridge Analytica, which data which was supposed to be personal, but which clearly has been misused for all kinds of reasons, including political purposes to wield an influence on the politics of individual countries. So this is happening at a time when there's been a lot of turmoil, turbulence about the manner in which bodies like Facebook or organizations like Facebook operate.
Well, going a little bit on the fake news side of this, I mean, this response of the Information and Broadcasting Ministry has come up soon after the news of Postcard News founder's arrest. And prior to that, they had also issued an order.
Actually, it was a statement which was withdrawn. You know, the issue of fake news is a very important issue, no doubt. Today, Facebook, the number of users of Facebook is more than the population of the People's Republic of China. The day is not far when, if you combine the population of India and China, the number of Facebooks might increase, but might be higher than that, you know, which is, I mean, India and China have about 40% of the world's population. So we can't ignore Facebook. When you look at, say, the over-the-top service like WhatsApp, at any given 24-hour cycle, about 1.5 billion messages with photographs, with videos are being exchanged on WhatsApp. So again, you can't ignore WhatsApp. And a lot of fake information is being disseminated on these social media. And let me be very clear. Fake news is not necessarily misinformation. You know, you can be misinformed, I can be misinformed about something. This is what we call disinformation or propaganda. Information that you know is untrue, which is false, but nevertheless being distributed and disseminated very widely. And why? Okay, there could be commercial reasons, but more importantly, and this is the worrying part of it, it could create social tension. And it has. We've seen in India's videos that were recorded at some other time in some other part of the world, which have been circulated, and that's created tension between two communities. We've seen recently cases of little clips being taken from fiction films and be distributed on WhatsApp, and people think that's a real thing that's happening. The infamous Draupadi's Vastra Haran scene, you know, Draupadi being disrobed, and people think it's something real that's happened. And there's a lot of fake information that's put out. So the problem with fake news is real and present. And surely, if a district magistrate has a right to block the internet because the particular person fears that there could be social unrest, public order would be disrupted, then the question would be, how do we control it? Now, this has happened in different parts of India, in Jammu and Kashmir, in other parts of the country. It's happened very recently in areas where there's been tension between two communities. The question is, how do you then handle it? I don't think what the Information and Broadcasting Minister, Mrs. Smriti Zubin Irani had in mind was really the way forward. As has been commented by many people, you are suggesting a cure that was worse than the disease.
Thank you, Paranjay.
Thank you, everyone, for speaking.
Sir, this was at the time of Smriti Irani, but it addressed so many things. I know that it addressed what all we were seeking. Control, sir. What sometimes control, when this word comes, this gets, and what Mr. Paranjay was telling, is a good friend of mine from long time. It is worse than a cure. Control doesn't happen. See, fake news is circulated at the time of, something was circulated in the Sirdi, something circulated at the time of COVID. Senseless people's thing create a panic. Somebody starts sending me, sir, some student got a news that our university is a fake. Our university, all the grants are cancelled. It's not this thing. AICT done something. That news itself is wrong, and 3 years old news something intentionally circulated, to get a major blow to our brand. We have gone to police, we have conducted an inquiry in that, we called the media and press meet happened, investigation is going on. Purposefully, this has become a tool, to what you call malign your image, or bring down your image, or destroy, like how the Kauravas and Pandavas fight happened, how they wanted to destroy their brand. Same thing, Shekunis are there even today. Political communication, sir, in the media, and we spoke a whole of their thing now. Political communication, in this thing, in the political communication, sir, what makes one come to power, what makes one to win, succession of videos we are seeing, which I feel quite an interesting. It is answering everything for us. There are the speeches, sir, which will take us to the glory and a height. It is steadily, scientifically it is studied. It is excellent for this profession. Political communication is a career, sir. Political communication can be taken as an advisory level at government. But this specific video tells that what are the various traits are there, which the President Obama used at the final speech of him, which made him the president.
Barack Obama in 2004 was totally unknown. People were saying, I don't know who this guy is. I wonder why they picked him.
He had his reputation as a bit of an upstart, as sort of a young, rising figure in the party, but no one knew who this guy was. This was his chance to introduce himself to people.
Tonight is a particular honor for me because, let's face it, my presence on this stage is pretty unlikely. My father was a foreign student, born and raised in a small village in Kenya.
What makes a great political speech is if you can somehow fold your story into this larger American story.
The next thing he says is about his mother's family. His grandfather fought in World War II. He used the GI Bill. They settled in Kansas, so white people could say, he's just like us.
My parents shared not only an improbable love, they shared an abiding faith in the possibilities of this nation. I stand here knowing that my story is part of the larger American story, that I owe a debt to all of those who came before me, and that in no other country on earth is my story even possible.
Going into this speech, we've had 4 years of George Bush, and we felt as a country like we've grown further apart.
2004 was very much a divisive partisan race. Obama's speech is in some ways an antidote to that.
Alongside our famous individualism, there's another ingredient in the American saga, a belief that we're all connected as one people. If there's a child on the south side of Chicago who can't read, that matters to me even if it's not my child. If there's a senior citizen somewhere who can't pay for their prescription drugs and having to choose between medicine and the rent, that makes my life poor even if it's not my grandparent. It is that fundamental belief, I am my brother's keeper, I am my sister's keeper, that makes this country work. E pluribus unum, out of many, one.
He gives a speech that presages his entire political message in 2008, which is this sort of post-partisan argument.
Now, even as we speak, there are those who are preparing to divide us. The spin masters, the negative ad peddlers, who embrace the politics of anything goes. Well, I say to them tonight, There is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America.
Obama was born with two great gifts. One is his mind, and the other is his ability to speak to large groups of people.
There are three things that Obama does that really makes that speech effective. He wants concrete detail. He likes story, and he loves antithesis, the use of repetition and structure to show contrast. There is not a liberal America or a conservative America. There is one America.
There is not a black America and a white America and Latino America and Asian America. There's the United States of America. The pundits like to slice and dice our country into red states and blue states, but I've got news for them too. We worship an awesome God in the blue states, and we don't like federal agents poking around in our libraries in the red states. We coach Little League in the blue states, and yes, we've got some gay friends in the red states. We are one people, all of us pledging allegiance to the Stars and Stripes, all of us defending the United States of America.
The way he uses his hands, he actually points a lot, does a lot of this, a lot of this, a lot of that.
In doing so, he gives off this sense of energy. I am new. I'm someone who is dynamic.
And he doesn't do that so much anymore. He's a little more solemn and reserved when he gives speeches today. And I think it's more reflective of his office.
In the end, that's what this election is about. Do we participate in a politics of cynicism, or do we participate in a politics of hope? It's the hope of slaves sitting around a fire singing freedom songs. The hope of immigrants setting out for distant shores. The hope of a young naval lieutenant bravely patrolling the Mekong Delta. The hope of a mill worker's son who dares to defy the odds. The hope of a skinny kid with a funny name who believes that America has a place for him too. Hope in the face of difficulty. Hope in the face of uncertainty. The audacity of hope.
His appearance at that convention, which was the best speech of the convention, better than John Kerry's, was electrifying. And without it, he wouldn't be president.
I think sincerity means a lot. There are people who, when they speak the truth as they see it, and they're very effective doing that.
I believe this country will reclaim its promise, and out of this long political darkness, a brighter day will come. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you.
రవికుమార్ సార్ సార్ మీకు వినబడుతుందా సార్ రవికుమార్ సార్
చెప్పండి
సార్ మాకు డాటా టైం అయిపోతుంది సార్ మాకు ఆల్రెడీ 10 minutes అయింది క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతారు సార్ ఇంకా మన మిత్రులు క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతారు
సరే నేను ఇది కావాలంటే మళ్ళీ కూడా పెట్టుకుందాం ఉంది
మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇంకోటి పెట్టుకుందాం సార్ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ కూడా పెట్టుకుంటాం సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే మనం
అడగమనండి నో ప్రాబ్లం
యా సార్ థాంక్యూ సార్
దేర్ ఇస్ ఎ వాస్ట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ టు మీ
అదే సార్ అందుకే చాలా పెద్దది ఇది దీన్ని మనం గంటన్నరలో 2 గంటల్లో చెప్పేది
ఇది క్లాస్ ఇది
ఇక్కడికి కంక్లూడ్ చేసేసి
ప్లీజ్ వెల్కమ్
Thank you, sir.
Please, free to ask.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Dr. Ravikumar garu, రాజకీయాలు సాంకేతిక సాధనాలు మీడియా వైఖరి అనే అంశం పైన సుమారుగా 1:10 నిమిషాల సమయం పాటు వారు సుదీర్ఘమైనటువంటి ఉపన్యాసం లోపల ఆర్టికల్ 19 ప్రకారము భారత రాజ్యాంగంలో 19వ ఆర్టికల్ ప్రకారము భావ ప్రకటన హక్కు స్వేచ్ఛ ఉంటుందనే విషయాన్ని తెలియజెప్తూనే ఇటు ప్రింట్ మీడియా గురించి అలాగే ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియా గురించి మరియు సోషల్ మీడియాకు సంబంధించినటువంటి అనేక విషయాలను చెప్తూనే వాళ్ళు ప్రపంచంలో ఉండేటువంటి మీడియాకు ఉండేటువంటి విషయాలను ముఖ్యంగా అమెరికా సమాజాన్ని గురించి కానీ ప్రస్తుత భారత సమాజంలో ఉండేటువంటి విషయాల గురించి చాలా స్పష్టంగా చెప్పారు. వారికి మా తెలంగాణ జనవేదిక తరఫున ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి ధన్యవాదాలు సార్. ఇప్పుడు డాక్టర్ లక్ష్మీప్రసాద్ గారిని మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా డాక్టర్ లక్ష్మీప్రసాద్ గారు ఉన్నారు సార్. డాక్టర్ లక్ష్మీప్రసాద్ గారు, ప్రొఫెసర్ సుధాకర్ గారు, ప్రొఫెసర్ కందకట్ల సుధాకర్ గారు ఉన్నాడు సార్. ఉన్నాడు చూడండి. Yeah, Sudhakar sir, Kandakatla. Professor Sudhakar garu. Sudhakar sir. Oh, yeah. Dr. James Prashant. James Prashant garu, please. James Prashant.
James?
Coming, yes.
Yeah, please.
James is international relations, is done his purpose, doctoral fellowship in international relations, and he's also into communications. He has maybe some issues to ask. Please go ahead, James.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Ramu. Thank you, Srinivas Garu. Dr. Ravi Kumar, that was a powerful message. I was, very intently listening to everything that you said. One of the things that you said at the onset of the presentation was the paralysis that we all are going through because of the frenzy. So,
sir, we are all moving. Don't worry, but we are paralyzed for media.
Yes,
everything it is a feeding. That's what I said.
Actually, to overcome that, actually, what from my side, what I have done, I actually stopped watching TV channels, and I completely stopped watching TV channels. I know where to selectively find my news, and I look for those sources to get my news. So I have more of a comment than a question. As you have been saying, we are totally immobilized by what has been thrown at us continuously 24 hours. And there are a deluge of channels, so many channels. We don't even know how many channels there are. I remember there used to be only just a couple. There used to be only Doordarshan. Now then there are several hundreds in India, probably. And each of them are being exclusive. They are catering to exclusive populations. And they have totally left the idea of inclusiveness and only being exclusive. So, and as you have again rightly said, they are being run by politicians, businessmen.
Everybody require a different thing. That's what I want to say.
Yeah. So this is, it is tearing apart, the society. And one more thing is, in some ways, I feel that when you look at state theory, violence is the prerogative of the state.
Correct.
Punishment only the state can give, because you cannot, because it is the way you put down mob violence.
Correct.
But here they are in some sense they are propagating the mobs by being exclusive and by playing these exclusive groups against one another. And so on and so forth. And do you so now my question would be, where do you see this thing will go?
Please ask every question. I will answer.
Okay. Where do you think this will go, sir? I mean, how long will this be?
No, sir, 1 minute. It goes in the way how the public decide, how a time decide. Each time, each revolution has come. In the history, if you see, you take a different religions, you take a different thought process. Everything has come, it has sunk again. Everything has come, it has sunk again. New thing emerges. That is what, whatever Indian thought process thinks, you take it a bark around the tree, bark. It holds as it grows. Bark is always there. Tree is a different. As a bark is a different. Indian system says, it holds. Let another Thackeray come. Let it another KCR come. Let it another name come. Let it Modi come. Let it another thinking come. Let it MIM come. This holds. Other countries, you take it other It is a difficult thing. It is a set of in its own different. Coming to our system of communication, I have drawn parallel from there because we are not having specialized courses on this. We are not having the people who study this. Here we are not having the people who guide politicians in communication. There was a one film, because of time lacking, I have not shown you. Ravali Jagan, Kavali Jagan. It's a very popular song and millions have seen in the internet. It is a huge success. Why, sir? It is a huge success. There is a scientific behind the communication. There is a planning behind the communication. Every community is taken in that. It is being told that if you approach here, your problems are solved. After election, it is different. I'm not, debating on that. Every power corrupts. I spoke to you. It's a different again. After coming to power, it's a different. But coming back, ideologies, are there. You were telling that different channels are there. On the different channels, see our Prime Minister, he knows how to use the media. He's there on National Geographic. He's there in Chai Pe Charcha. He's there in a WhatsApp. He's there in... Be everywhere. Talk sensibly. And, keep your, emotions, keep your commitments, keep your communication very tailored. That is what next generation says. That is what you people should do it, devise it. I'm happy that you are into communication. Very joyful that start working on that. Anything more you want to ask me?
Thank you, Prashant. Thank you.
Okay.
Prashant, thank you. Aravind Rao from America. Aravind Rao garu.
Andariki
please.
namaskaram, sir. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Okay, please. Please, Aravind, మాట్లాడండి. Aravind. Yeah.
Somebody is there online from America or left?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
He's there?
America. Yeah, sir.
He got disconnected.
Oh, when he comes back, we can take any other, if anybody want to ask anything specifically, because this is a group, can be worked out in a wonders in communication, our thought.
Udayaban Rao garu. Yeah, please. Udayaban Rao garu. Not sir. డాక్టర్ సాబ్ కూడా ఉన్నాడా పెండ? యా ఉమామేశ్వర రెడ్డి గారు. ఉమామేశ్వర రెడ్డి గారు, మనోజ్ గారు. ఉమామేశ్వర రెడ్డి
అన్న నమస్తే.
యా ప్లీజ్.
అన్న నమస్తే.
నమస్తే, నమస్కారము.
నమస్తే రవి గారు.
నమస్తే, సంతోషము మాట్లాడము. చెప్పండి, మీ ప్రశ్న ఏంటి చెప్పండి.
రవి గారు, నేను చాలా సార్లు మిమ్మల్ని ముందు కూడా విన్నాను సార్. నమస్తే సార్.
నమస్తే.
చాలా బాగుంది సార్, ఇవాళ క్లాస్ చాలా మంచిగా అనిపించింది సార్.
మనకు కావాల్సింది ఇదే, దీని మీదే అండర్స్టాండింగ్ కావాలి
సార్. మాకు ఈ కోవిడ్ టైంలో ది బెస్ట్ నాలెడ్జ్ ని తీసుకొచ్చారు సార్. రామన్న గారికి మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పుకుంటున్నాను.
థ్యాంక్స్, వారికే నేను థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్తున్నాను
సార్. వారికే చెప్పుకోవాలి సార్, ఇలాంటి అవకాశం ఇస్తున్నారు సార్ మనకి.
తప్పకుండా. మీకు ఏం పర్టికులర్?
థ్యాంక్ యూ ఉమామేశ్వర రెడ్డి గారు. మనోజ్ రెడ్డి గారు,
ప్రెసిడెంట్ గారు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మనోజ్ రెడ్డి. యా, ఉన్నారా? లైన్కి వచ్చారా? సునీల్ గారు, ప్లీజ్.
అడుగుతావా ఏమన్నా?
అన్నయ్య
అడుగుతావా? నన్ను అడగడం కాదు, ఇవి సార్ని అడుగు.
హలో
సునీల్ గారు, ప్లీజ్ మాట్లాడండి. సునీల్ గారు, తొందరగా ప్లీజ్.
సార్, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అమ్మా, చెప్పండి.
అంటే మాక్సిమం అంటే ఎలా సోషల్ మీడియా అనేది ఇంపాక్ట్ అనేది ఎలా ఉంది ప్రెసెంట్ సిచ్యువేషన్ లో అనేది చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. బట్ ఏంటంటే కొందరు ఇప్పుడు ప్రెసెంట్ ఉన్న యూత్ కొందరు అడిక్ట్ అయిపోతున్నారు. బట్ దాని నుండి వాళ్ళు ఎలా బయటికి రావాలనేది.
సార్, ఇందాక నేను పెరాలసిస్ వచ్చిందంటే కోపం వచ్చింది, దానికి ఆన్సర్ చెప్తాను. పెరాలసిస్ కి ఏమంటే మన ఆయుర్వేదంలో బాగా మర్దన చేసుకొని టైంకి సరిగా భోజనం చేసుకొని కొంచెం కొంచెం మందులు వేసుకుంటూ ఉంటే తగ్గిపోతుంది. అట్లాగే ఏంటంటే దాన్ని ఇంతింతే తీసుకుంటా ఉంటే మంచిది అని చెప్తుంది. ఆవు పాలతో తీసుకోవడం మంచిది అన్నట్టు ఈ పెరాలసిస్ కి, ఈ యొక్క మీడియా పెరాలసిస్ కి ఏమంటే ఏది మనకు నేర్చుకోవాలి అని ఉంటదో అదే చూస్తుంటే మనకు బాగా ఫీడ్ అవుతుంది. అక్కర్లేదు వేరేది. మనకు ఒక ఇంట్లో గోడౌన్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే అన్ని ఉంటాయి దాంట్లో, అవి పట్టించుకోకండి. మీకు ఏ డబ్బా కావాలో ఏమో అది తీసుకోండి అంతే. నేను కూడా నాకు ఏం కావాలో దాని నుంచే తీసుకుంటాను అంతే.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. అరవిందరావు గారు, సార్ అరవిందరావు గారు మాట్లాడండి. అరవిందరావు గారు
నమస్కారం సార్.
అరవిందరావు గారు
ప్లీజ్.
సార్ నమస్కారం సార్, థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ ది ఆపర్చునిటీ. మీరు మొట్టమొదట ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కోట్ చేసినారు సార్, పురుషోత్తం రావు సార్ గారిని మెన్షన్ చేస్తూ.
అవును అవును,
స్వర్గీయ రాజశేఖర్ రెడ్డి గారు పురుషోత్తం రావు గారి సూచనలు వింటూ ఉన్నట్టు సందర్భాన్ని కూడా పొలిటికల్ ఎథిక్స్ అని కోట్ చేసినారు. సో నేను రాము గారితో ఎప్పుడు డిస్కస్ చేస్తూ ఉండేవాడిని, ఇది మనం ప్రజలకు కమ్యూనికేట్ చేస్తే ఎలా వెళ్తుంది అని. నాకు ఈ రోజు మీరు ఒక హోప్ ఇచ్చినారు సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఎందుకు అని అంటే ఒక గొప్ప నాయకులు లాంటి రాజశేఖర్ రెడ్డి వారే విన్నరు అని అంటే సామాన్య ప్రజలు కూడా తప్పకుండా ఒక ఎఫెక్టివ్ వేగా కమ్యూనికేట్ చేస్తే వింటారు అనే ఒక హోప్ క్రియేట్ చేసిన సార్. ఇట్స్ గ్రేట్ జాయినింగ్ దిస్ మీటింగ్. మీలాంటి గొప్ప వ్యక్తి నాకు ఈ రోజు తెలంగాణ జనవేదిక ద్వారా పరిచయం అయినందుకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది సార్. అంటే నా ఫ్యూచర్ కి, ఐ మీన్ మా ప్లాన్స్ కి కూడా చాలా 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 హెల్ప్ అవుతారు. థ్యాంక్స్ అ లాట్ సార్. ఇట్స్ అ గ్రేట్ ఆనర్ టు అటెండ్ దిస్ మీటింగ్. Thank you, Telangana Janavedika team and all the members of Telangana Janavedika. Thank you, sir.
Santosham. Anything you can contact me. Anything.
Thank you, Aravindrao garu. Thank you.
సంపత్రావు గారు మాట్లాడతారా?
ఇప్పుడు సంపత్రావు గారు.
సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఇది జనవేదిక నిజంగా ఒక వారం ఒక మంచి విజ్ఞానానికి దోహదపడుతుంది. కాబట్టి మీరు ప్రతిసారి ఇటువంటి మంచి ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ తోటి ఈ కార్యక్రమం నడిపించగలరని నేను మిమ్మల్ని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసుకుంటూ, చాలా మంచి సొసైటీలో బాగా పాపులర్ కావాలని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
బిర్జు
మత్తెడ కుమార్ ప్లీజ్.
బిర్జు మాట్లాడతావా? థియేటర్ ఆర్ట్స్
సార్. నమస్తే సార్. నమస్తే నమస్తే नमस्ते सर।
नमस्ते।
नमस्ते साहब। आप बोले जैसा साहब, हाँ। मीडिया इतना पावरफुल हो गया आजकल।
हाँ।
वहाँ पे प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब अमेरिका में डोनाल्ड साहब बैठ के कोरोना है बोलते ही
हाँ।
लोग पूरे अवेयरनेस में आ गए।
हाँ।
अब अपने प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब तो लोग चिरागा जलाओ बोले तो चिरागा जलाए, सो डपली मारो बोले तो डपली मारे, फिर एक हफ्ता बोले, 2 हफ्ता बोले, 1 महीना बोले, कब तक सुनेंगे? फिर पब्लिक बाहर आ गई। अब कोई भी डर रहा साहब, कोई भी नहीं डर रहा। कोरोना का चिंता कोरोना में है, तो मीडिया की जितना सुनना है उतना पब्लिक सुनती साहब, ज्यादा सुनती नहीं। बर्दाश्त से बाहर हो गया तो पब्लिक नहीं सुनती।
नहीं, तो इधर बात क्या है बोले तो मीडिया खुद भी अपना अंदर से ही है, वो भी बाहर है, सो मीडिया खुद भी तंग हो गया इसका साथ, वो भी छोड़ दी न्यूज।
आओ साहब, पब्लिक को ज्यादा बेवकूफ नहीं बन सकती साहब, बना नहीं सकते। मीडिया तो मीडिया इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं है, क्योंकि अभी तो मालूम पड़ गया अपने को
ये क्या है। नहीं मैं बोलता हूँ, देखो साहब, एक
उतना समझा सकते अपन, ज्यादा पब्लिक बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकती।
करेक्ट।
నమస్తే సాబ్, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్।
థ్యాంక్ యూ శ్యామ్। ఇప్పుడు మాట్లాడ కుమార్ ప్లీజ్ తొందరగా మాట్లాడు, 1 minute। కుమార్
వచ్చినాం కదా।
కుమార్ మాట్లాడ ప్లీజ్ తొందరగా మాట్లాడు।
కెప్ట్ మైక్రోఫోన్ ఆఫ్।
కుమార్
హలో
ప్లీజ్।
హలో
చెప్పండి
కుమార్ మాట్లాడండి।
హలో నమస్కారం। సార్ తెలంగాణ జనవేదికకు నమస్కారం. రామ్ సార్ గారు దాన్ని ఇన్వైట్ చేయడం చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. రవీందర్ సార్ గారు మీరు ప్రింట్ మీడియా గురించి మరియు సోషల్ మీడియా గురించి బాగా వివరించారు. చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు. ఇలానే ప్రతి వారము సారి మీటింగ్ పెట్టడం వల్ల మాలాంటి యూత్ కానీ మంచి వ్యక్తులకు కానీ సోషల్ మీడియా గురించి కానీ తెలియడం చాలా అందంగా ఉంది సార్. రామ్ సార్ గారు ఇలానే ప్రతి వారము మంచి మంచి గెస్ట్లను పెట్టి చేయడం చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. అలాగే అధ్యక్షులకు కూడా ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. వచ్చేవారం కూడా మంచి మంచి సబ్జెక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మంచి టాపిక్ తీసుకుని మాకు కూడా మాలాంటి యూనివర్సిటీ విద్యార్థులను కానీ ఇప్పుడు సమాజంలో ఉండే కొంత విద్యావేత్తలను కూడా అంటే వివేకం చేస్తూ ఇలాంటి కార్యక్రమం నిర్వహించడం చాలా సంతోషం సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ రామ్ సార్. పెద్ద సార్ కూడా ధన్యవాదాలు పురుషోత్తమ్ గారికి, మరియు నా వేదికకు పరిచయం ఉదయాన్న కూడా నాకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుకుంటున్నా. థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్ ఆల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ కుమార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఇప్పుడు మిత్రులు
పూనమల్లి నరసింహారావు గారు మాట్లాడతారా?
నరసింహారావు గారు, పూనమల్ల నరసింహారావు గారు. నరసింహారావు గారు
జగదీష్ బాబు
గారు ప్లీజ్. జగదీష్ బాబు గారు.
మనోజ్
నమస్తే రవి గారు. వెరీ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
వెరీ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
ముందుగా పెద్దలు మా గురువు గారు పురుషోత్తమరావు గారికి నమస్కారాలు తెలుపుకుంటూ
సంతోషం.
రవి గారు, you took sir's name before starting the meeting. Thank you so much for that. And you also spoken about the snap by Dr. YSR giving his ear to the sir. Of course, Rajshekar Reddy is still alive today in the hearts of the people because he used to give his ear to the sir and take his advice always.
Correct.
And who kept him beside of him all the time till he passed away. And coming to the topic which we kept today, long ago, what I feel is media was of some values and something like that, but now the whole journalism and media is totally commercialized. What I feel is once upon a time we used to saying that pen is much powerful than sword and gun, but now the whole pen, the sword and the gun is dictated by the capitalists. So there should be a end for this sort of going on. So anyway, today the meeting gone well. Thank you, Ramanna, for really giving so much time towards society. Every week you are conducting such a beautiful meetings, bringing a dignitary personality from each universities, and you are giving so much time for society. Everyone should think, प्रति ओक्कल आलोचिंचुकोवाली, हर कोई सोच समझना कि रामन्ना को कुछ मिल रहा है, कुछ पैसा आ रहा है क्या ये मीटिंग लगाने से? Even रामन्ना के
forget it Manoj.
But that's why we should Raman anta peddadu chestunnappudu we should cooperate it and we should be happy for that. And మా గురువు గారు, మా పెద్దలు, మా పురుషోత్తమరావు గారికి, అమ్మకు ఇద్దరికి భగవంతుడు ఆయురారోగ్యాలు ప్రసాదించాలని కోరుకుంటూ, అట్లనే రవికుమార్ గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ గివింగ్ us the time.
Thank you. I
enjoyed
enjoyed meeting.
మనోజ్ రెడ్డి గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ మనోజ్ రెడ్డి గారు. ఇప్పుడు రామ్ గారిని 2 నిమిషాలు మాట్లాడాల్సింది. రామ్ గారు, వేదిక కన్వీనర్ రామ్ గారు, తక్కలపల్లి రామ్ గారు, ప్లీజ్.
Ravikumar garu, it's a very wonderful session today. It's a very powerful, as James has just said that. It's a powerful message you have delivered today. There are 2 issues which I want to convey today to you. One is, during emergency,
sir,
there was a virtual press censorship.
Yes.
And I was a kid then, probably I was about 10 years, 11 years. But I used to read newspapers since then, because in my school it was made like compulsory that we should read newspapers and tell the news to the students there.
Yes.
So the Indian Express, I didn't know what is censorship. So suddenly when I saw censored, there's no news is censored. Today, the government, as you rightly said, there is no censorship, but there is a control. Governments are trying to control the media.
Yes.
Because there is a lot of problem the media is facing now. Because of the living standards, the greed for money, all these things are working on the media now. So, a forum like this should always be active and educate people. That is why we have actually put our tagline for our Vedika is Bodhinsu, Samikarinsu, Udyaminsu. So we are in the process of educating people and trying to gather people. We may also go and do an agitation like Mahatma Gandhi has done. So I request you to be a part of this organization, give suggestions where to and how to uplift this forum, because since last 357 weeks, relentlessly we are continuing to go to the people, trying to educate people and enlighten them. So that is my only request, that you should be a part of this organization and support us. There are a lot of people, a lot of intellectuals can lend us support. A person who is a specialist in communications, luckily today Manoj has introduced you
Thank you, sir.
to this organization. I am happy and thankful to Manoj that he has brought in you. It was really an excellent message you have conveyed, and we have to work on this. And it is not a simple job.
Yes, sir.
It is not a simple job. It's a hard task, but we can beat the task. We can win the task. I request you to be a part of this organization and support us. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful talk today you have delivered today. I'm honored today.
Thank you, sir. Even I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir. ఇవాళ తెలంగాణ ఇప్పుడు జీవులకు ఏమి అవకాశం ఇది ఇప్పుడు బాగుండదు. తెలంగాణ జనవేదిక జూమ్ ఆన్లైన్ మీటింగ్ కు విచ్చేసి ఇవాటి కీలకోపన్యాసకులైన రాజకీయాలు వినబడుతుంది సార్ మీకు?
వినపడుతుందండి, చెప్పండి.
సో రాజకీయాలు, సాంకేతిక సాధనాలు, మీడియా వైఖరి అనే అంశం పైన డాక్టర్ ఆర్ రవికుమార్ గారు విచ్చేసి వాళ్ళ అమూల్యమైనటువంటి సందేశాన్ని ఇవ్వడం మా తెలంగాణ జనవేదిక తరఫున ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాం సార్ మీకు. అదే విధంగా ఇవాటి కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొన్నటువంటి జేమ్స్ ప్రశాంత్ గారికి, ఉమామేశ్వర రెడ్డి గారికి, మనోజ్ రెడ్డి గారికి, అరవిందరావు గారికి, సంపత్రావు గారికి, శ్యామ్ గారికి, కుమార్ గారికి, టి రామారావు గారికి, ఇతర జైపాల్ రావు గారికి, ఇతర ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొన్నటువంటి ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి పేరు పేరున ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ ఈ కార్యక్రమం ఇంతటితోని ఈ వారం ముగిస్తున్నాం. వచ్చే సండే మరొక అంశంతో ప్రారంభిస్తామని తెలియజేసుకుంటూ అందరికీ నమస్కారాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ సెలవు తీసుకుంటున్నాం. అందరికీ నమస్కారాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఎవ్రీవన్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Ravikumar garu, are you done with this? Okay. No, we will have this session some other time. We have to extend this. Thank you. Manoj. You please communicate with him and tell him, ask him sometime. Whenever we have free time, we'll ask him to talk. We have to extend this session.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, sir.